Many of us have some kind of water system in our homes, like water softeners, but there are some things about water softeners that water softener manufacturers don't want you to know.
So we've invited Derk Chamberlin, our independent water expert, to set the record straight. Derk, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so what is it that water softener companies don't want us to know?
Well, you know what? I don't think any water softener company or salesman is going to admit that water softeners alone don't take any of the bad stuff out of your water. The only thing they do is they take the healthy calcium and magnesium that our bodies need, that we're supposed to get from water, out. You know what? The other thing is they don't take out the chlorine that your skin absorbs in the shower. And believe me, your skin absorbs a lot of chlorine. Your skin actually absorbs 6 times faster the chlorine in the shower than it would be if you drank it. And if you have any doubt about it, if you're wondering whether soft water is really healthy or good for you, try watering one of your plants or your lawn with it and watch what happens.
Oh, good point.
That would actually be interesting to see. But you know, I've heard some other negative things about soft water. Is there more to know?
There absolutely is. You know what? You can't drink it. I mean, the Mayo Clinic says that a water softener can be a hidden source of sodium in your diet. You don't think, you know, if people are watching the sodium that they're taking in, and they should. We all should, because we get too much of it. It's a hidden source of sodium in our diet. You don't even think of the water that you're drinking or cooking in has sodium in it. And you know what? When you cook in it, it pulls all the nutrients out of your food. So every bit of nutrients that's in your food, it pulls out and puts salt back in. And you know what? Believe it or not, the salt that comes out of all of our water softeners, that goes back into our groundwater, the water system, the water softening, or the water facilities can't take that out. So our water just keeps getting saltier and saltier and saltier. And you know what? They're being banned in more and more cities all the time. So it's not going to be long until you can't use a water softener anymore.
So, okay, that's very interesting. I'm learning a lot from you, Derk, that I did not know anything
It's frightening
about.
stuff, some of it.
It is, but you know, we come back to the problem that we do have very hard water here in Arizona, and our water just doesn't taste good.
Yeah.
You know, I find I'm spending way too much money on bottled water from the store just because I can't stand the taste of the water coming out of the faucet. So is there anything we can do?
Yeah. You know what? And you're not alone. Nobody likes the taste of their water. And you know what? If you don't, and you're tired of buying bottled water, and that's a hassle. I mean, going to the store a couple of times a week, getting case after case of bottled water, and then what do? You bring it home, you have to carry it into the house, you stock your refrigerator with it, and find a place to store the rest of it.
Right.
So if you're tired of doing that, if you're maybe worried about some of the stuff that might be in your water, like chlorine or some of the other stuff, it's probably time you consider getting a whole house water system that basically takes the bad stuff out of all of your water everywhere in your house before it gets inside to you and your family. And the best one I found is that one I brought along from H2O Concepts.
And I know this is actually a lot different than other things that are out there for us.
It is Tina, it is the only water system of its kind. You know, with that one system, it gives you great tasting water at every faucet. So you'll never have to buy another case of bottled water. It takes the chlorine and contaminants out of every shower in your house, so you don't have to worry about absorbing chlorine through your skin. And you know what? It doesn't use salt like a water softener does. So it's not putting salt back into our groundwater, not hurting the environment. And you know what? Even more important for all of us right here is it's not making your skin dry. It's not making your hair brittle, because both the chlorine and the salt are gone. You're not. It doesn't touch you anymore. So you guys, or all of us, when we get out of the shower and you start to feel a little itchy or dry skin after, it's the chlorine and the salt, if you have a water softener, that's doing it. So that doesn't do it. In addition to that, inside that system is their special electronics that's patented. And you know what? It actually breaks up hardness before it happens. So you don't get that hard water deposits around your faucets or your sinks or your shower heads or things like that. And you know what? Once this system is installed in your garage, because that's where it goes out of the way in your garage. Once it's installed in your garage, you don't have to touch it for 10 years. There's no salt to buy. There's no filters to change. There's nothing to do except enjoy great water. Now, I mentioned great water. You know what? This is actually Tucson water, tap water, after it's been through one of those systems. Tina, take it.
All right, Derk, and I'm going to tell you something about me. I'm actually kind of like a water snob because I can tell the difference in water. Even between bottled water, I can tell the difference. So I'm going to really give an honest opinion.
And she will.
I'm not nervous.
She's an honest person, this one.
That was good. Very clean, very refreshing. Doesn't taste like it just came out of the tap at all.
Exactly.
Really?
So this was fresh.
It's like getting spring water out of every faucet and shower in your home.
Amazing. So obviously a very, very great system that we have here. Now, is there a special for this system right now?
H2O Concepts is running a special. If you call right now and say you saw it on the show this morning, and you're one of the first 20 callers, they'll give you a $400 discount, a $250 manufacturer's kick the salt rebate, because again, it doesn't use salt, free normal installation, so installation won't cost you anything, and their financing package is available to fit any budget OAC, so there's no reason not to get great tasting, safer water in your home.
Well, we thank you for that awesome deal that you're giving our viewers. Make sure that you call to get that in the first 20. Derk, thank you so much for joining us again.
Thank you for having me.
Now, if you at home want the most advanced home water system available, great tasting water from every faucet, no chlorine or contaminants in the shower, and no more hard water problems, call H2O Concepts. They are at 1-877-442-5222 or visit h2oconcepts.com.